This month in my DGL class, I learned the differences between digital natives and digital immigrants. I learned exactly what makes you a digital native and a digital immigrant.
I learned a lot about how to conduct myself online and how possible employers will look on your Facebook and your Twitter to see how you are, and if they even want to try and hire you because they don't know how you are in person. I also learned how to find credible articles online for projects and papers, which is kind of hard, but you learn how to find good sources and stuff.
I learned what it is to be a digital citizen and that I'm a digital native. Something else that's very important that I learned was that you have to adapt to technology and to go with the times.
What did I learn this month? I learned how to use Ego. At first, I had no idea what it was, and now I use it for everything.
What I learned about this month was how copyright laws work and how you should protect yourself against pirators.
I learned how to evaluate the credibility of information in articles.
What I would like to learn more about in digital literacy is the proper way to use library search tools via EBSCOhost and LexisNexis. During my time to use those, I had a very hard time using it, and it took me multiple hours to get it right and find the correct information that I needed.
I wish I would have learned more about copyright laws, especially with music.
I wish I learned more about researching databases.
Into digital law, just how that all works out, and the fine print of things, just all the copy behind what copyright law is all about, and just how the rules work on social media.
What do I want to learn more about? How to use LexisNexis. I still have no idea how to navigate that site. My bad.
I really wish we would have learned more about EBSCOhost and the other library resources. They'll be really useful down the line, and we didn't get a lot of information on how to navigate through them, and I feel like that would have been really helpful to learn a little bit more about those.
Just do your work in time, try to participate in class and in online discussions, and try always to read the rubrics because it's very important to get the high score.
Bond with your team. Before you start any work, it's best if you get to know each other so you can just go with the flow. Don't procrastinate, and definitely always have fun.
My advice to future students is to really have fun. Really have fun in class. Find just the best people that you can, and just work with them. I mean, if they have this synergy with you, and they go, they're all having fun and all that kind of stuff. It's really a really good learning environment to have, and it's pretty much why you're going to be going to the school. Is if you have to keep that flow going with your friends. If you have really good friends that come work with you.
A piece of advice I would give to students is to never underestimate the workload. This isn't like high school, so don't treat it like that.
Advice that I give future DGL students is to make sure you do your work 100% and to your best extent. Don't do the bare minimum, because you want the highest grade you can possibly get in the school. And DGL is a very awesome class and has a lot of good stuff that you can learn.
Do your work. Aim for exceptional, because the worst you could do is get a C. Also, make friends. Don't be afraid to get comfortable with them. It took me 2 weeks with the same group to even mention anything about the fact that I was a lesbian. It was hard. And once you actually get super comfortable, just take your time. It'll happen. You'll make friends here, and they'll probably last throughout the rest of your program.
Another thing.
I've learned the differences between native instruments.
Do not procrastinate.
Because music is my
Difference is, God, why do I do that? Difference Swizz. Difference Swizz. Twizzlers.